Yo, 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 what is up, everyone? Happy Friday. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing very, very well, as always. Slightly earlier time today, because I have some shit to do later. But that's alright. It's going to be a short stream as well. Just, we're not even going to go for 2 hours. In exactly 2 hours, I have to be somewhere, so I got to leave a little bit earlier than that. But first of all, let's get my fat head on the screen. See how we're looking today. Not bad, not bad. We're kind of a little bit of a floppy head today, but that's alright. That's alright. First viewer says Strelomka, you were in early. I actually set up the stream wrong initially. I had, for some reason, I'm 99% sure that I did change it. But for some reason, it still rolled with the Wag Me Wednesday title. So many things to check off the checklist before we launch a stream. And the title is one of them. I have to update the title every time. It doesn't just know. It doesn't know. It doesn't know that it's Friday. You know what I mean? Very, it's a very old school way of streaming. What's up, Nico? What's up, Montebiata? Great to see you too. What's up, Chipsy the Chips? Thank you for being here, Tony. A little early today, yeah. Exactly. Emrix, what's up? GM. Retardio season on? You tell me, I don't know. I don't really... If you're talking about on-chain, it's not something I pay a lot of attention to. I'm the loser there, you know what I mean? I don't pay attention to on-chain. That's why I'm so poor. Thank you, Tony, for getting all those commands in. What a legend. Chat, any reason why Kekw hasn't popped off yet as a meme coin? I don't know, man. I think looking for rhyme and reason to memes is kind of a losing battle, isn't it? I don't know. I'm sure there's someone who's going to tell me, well, actually, there's a science behind it. That makes sense as well. Have all my... Is my... This not working? Let's see. This. There we go. This is such a shitty screen. This little one. I really want to change it at some point. It's just so hard to get something interesting. I mean, that looks okay. How do I change? How do I get the, I fucking hate messing around with Agar. Watermark? Oh, look at that. So everyone knows what it is. It's not remotely centered. That's okay. That's alright. Won't spend too much time on that. I've been saying I need to change that screen for ages. And remember I changed it to the tick chart? I changed it to the Teal Street tick chart and my stream was lagging like fuck. So I realized that was not a good idea. It's a huge meme on Twitch. Okay. I've not come across it yet. What's up, Olive Oil Pizza? What's up, Trader Nebula? Yo, Jonesy, what's up, my man? Fresh, says Nico? Yeah, well, just fresh out of the shower. I'll just tell you, you know I like to boast about my personal hygiene. I'm also quick to tell you when I haven't looked after myself. But today, as I said, I've got places to be, people to see, places to be right after the stream. So I was forced to do it. What's up, Mark? Let's be having it. This stream time is better, says Montebiata. Yeah, it's early for me. The only reason that I was able to do it because I dragged myself out of bed. Good morning, Fallis. Now in your P2 and breakout. Yeah, I am on phase 2. Just got the phase 2 email on Wednesday. So we're locked and loaded for this new step in our challenge. The final step. What's up, CJ? Yeah, and thanks again, Tony, for jumping in the earlier time. What's up, Nikaisu? Fulis. What's up, Fulis? Saludos from Spain. Mi hermano español. Saludos. Check the YouTube chat. We got 20 Gossoons in the YouTube chat. What's up, Alejandro? Rebecca is looking for me. She is. What's up, my world? You can't see me. Well, you should be able to see me now, right? What's up, M? Bro, ETH question mark question mark. What is ETH doing? Yeah. ETH looks good. Above 3K. Happy days for my bags, even though those days of happiness are quite limited compared to the days of sadness. What's up? I'm unlimited. What's up, hologram? How you doing? I'm doing great. Hope you're the same. Yeah, she's looking for me. Yeah. What's up, my world? You can see me now. Excellent. Glad to hear it. Up or down? Big question. Yeah, exactly. Stream on Twitter. You cut your long on ETH from yesterday. You're regretting it now. Yeah. What's up, big? I'm still spot long ETH. I've been spot long ETH since September or August. Not a huge bag, but it's like my third biggest. I think all of my bags are small compared to render. That's the thing. Those lows make me uncomfortable. No bullish break of structure yet regarding ETH. No bullish break of structure on what time frame though? Oh, you mean like on the H4, let's say? Yeah, I see that. Huh, my Streamlabs isn't showing me. Oh, you know what I just realized? That's wild. The live chat panel over here shows me all the chat, but my personal Streamlabs chat does not show me everything. That's interesting. Okay, I wonder why that is. That seems dumb. That seems really dumb. I can see all the chats in the live chat panel, but I cannot see all the chats in my own Streamlabs setup. Dum dum. What's up, Jack? First time here. Hopefully not your last chance. All right. Hopefully not your last time, I should say. Bro, ETF chance 20%. I would say the eventual ETF chance is 99. Just because we don't get an ETF in Q2 doesn't mean it's not eventually gonna happen. No, I won't say 99. Like 80 plus. The chances that eventually we get a major spot ETH ETF or futures ETH ETF, whatever the fuck, is, I would say 80 plus. Is there not already? In May, no, I don't. Oh, in May, no, I would say it's low. But like later on in the year, let's say. Because I think that's why people are kind of stressing about it now. Is they're saying, oh, we're not going to get it. But I think it's an inevitability. Eventually. Then we bet on an ETF. Well, that's kind of what I'm doing by holding spot. What is my spot bag other than render and ETH? I hold... My 3 spot bags from last year are render, ETH, and Woo. And this year I've added... What have I added? Arweave is up like 80%. Zero AI is up a bit. Rune is break even. Ordi is break even. And then I'm down on Vortox. Zaroet, appreciate the follow. I'm down on Vortox and Lens. That's it. I think that's everything I hold at the moment. And a bit of Tether. The other day, I read somewhere that Irish guys are among the tallest in the world. How tall are you, bro? I'm 6'3", which is like 191 centimeters. But I'm tall. I would be taller than most of my friends. I'm not like average height here. We're definitely shorter than the Dutch, for sure. Probably shorter than the Dutch, probably shorter than a lot of the Nordic countries. Yeah, on the H4, no break of structure, I get that, yeah. If we sweep 2.8k long lows, you will max long. I love that. Yo, Felice, check out the Catania set. You send into general chat. Yeah, we'll do that next stream, I think. Yeah, later. Do I trade with a bot? I don't. What's up, KD? What's up, veg food? Sol, we might short Sol. Like, who's shorting Sol? Credible Crypto. Gary Network. Never heard of it. Harila para kazendir. I don't know what that means, but sounds positive. Happy Friday to you too, bro. Let's get into the charts, boys, shall we? So we got probably from now until the end of the stream, we got probably an hour and a half, 90 minutes. So let's maximize that 90 minutes because I gotta run. So yeah, Buddy was saying we haven't gotten a bullish break of structure yet on ETH, and I see that. So if you're measuring structure, I always talk about this. Structure for me is one of those things that you shouldn't just, I mean, actually, technically, we're not even close to an H4 break of structure. I mean, if you want to go technically, H4 structure's up here. This is why, so this is a good example as to why I don't like strict readings of structure, because I think they're quite counterintuitive a lot of the time. So, structure-wise, just taking, let's say, all of the downtrend, okay, into account. I'm just marking the highs and the lows that are structurally relevant. Yeah, that's okay. And that's it. That's the end of the list. That's the end of the list. Everything else is internal structure. Everything else is internal. So this high, if I could get it. This low, this high, this low, this high, this low, this high. That's all internal structure. It doesn't matter because it didn't lead to a new higher high or higher low. And you could say the same about all this structure in here, which is, I think it's stupid. That doesn't make any sense. Right? Because it didn't lead to a new higher high or higher low. This is the last lower high that led to a lower low. So we need to see, basically you're looking at this then as being the next higher lower high, and then we put it in the low. See, this is why I don't like these strict readings of structure. I don't think they make a ton of sense. I prefer just to take what I consider a structurally important high. Maybe not necessarily a high that forms part of that structural chain. Because like this low is going to throw everything off, right? I don't think that makes a lot of sense. I don't think the fact that we wicked $20 lower here, I don't think that should matter. You know what I mean? The screen is frozen. I'm okay on my side. It means God bless you and your culture. Hey, I love to hear that, Kopuk. You're from Machu Picchu. Did I ever visit? I actually have. I've been to Machu Picchu once. I did the walk at whatever 6 a.m. in the morning. And I was extremely, I'll say hungover. I won't tell you. I won't tell you what I was actually doing. We'll just say I was hungover. On that pura vida. I did a lot of medicine in Central America and South America. A lot of cheap, high-quality medicine. I actually have a funny story about that. That one of the dodgiest. I got into it was like my first week in Playa del Carmen, actually, because we flew into Cancun and just went south. And me and my buddy were in the club, and we got talking to this girl, and she was like, "Oh, like we were like, hey, you know where we can get that good stuff?" She was like, "Oh yeah. Like we think, like I think I know someone. Let me just make a quick phone call." She came back like 15 minutes later. She's like, "Oh yeah, the guys are outside if you wanna." And I was like, "Oh okay." She was like, "Just one of you go." I was like, "Oh yeah, sure." And like I was like, you know, bright-eyed, like went outside, and I got into a fucking Jeep. Like a big fucking Jeep. I got in the back seat, and a guy actually got out and he held the door open for me. I got in the back seat. I was sitting in the middle of two big fucking Cholo gangsters. And they drove around the block. And there was like a guy two guys in the front, one guy driving, one guy in the front, two guys either side of me. And I was like, yo soy irlandés, mi nombre es, Folis. They were just like, okay, bro, we speak English, don't worry. And I was like, oh, es muy cool. So we did the exchange. They drove around the block and they just dropped me back at the club. And I was like, hasta luego, hermanos, They were probably like, this fucking idiot. He's probably not worth kidnapping. Yeah, I was just like, gracias. Yeah, and I went back and I told my friend. He was like, you fucking idiot. He was like, that was not. I was like, yeah, in hindsight, that was not the best. So yeah, I've been all over, actually, all over Central and South America. But that was funny. That was like the first week of my trip. My Spanish is funny. I bet it is. My French is funny. Going to Barcelona. I've been to Barcelona a few times. So back to structure. This is why I don't like these strict readings of structure. I think it's counterintuitive. As I always say, structure should form a small part of your holistic overall analysis of the charts, right? So you shouldn't be necessarily looking at this thing and going, okay, this is it, and 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 then this is the low, and then this is the high, and then this is the low, and then we're gonna put in a lower high, so we're gonna put in a lower low unless we take this high, right? That's what we gotta do. Nah, I don't think that's unhelpful to me. So what I would do in that circumstance is just see, you can't even take this price leg. Cause what? This is the high that led to the low. And therefore we need to take this, we need to take this high. That's kind of stupid. So I don't know, I'm not a structural maxi. I don't think that anyone should be, because I think that strict readings of structure will steer you wrong. So just take what I consider usually like a structurally important high, right? So that might mean different things to different people. It might be this high. It might be this high. It might be this high. Shailkov, Bukharov, Pavlov, appreciate the sub. Or it might be this high when it might have already happened. You know what I mean? Maybe you're just taking this price leg here. Right? Because the whole idea with structural highs and lows is that they need to be... When you get price action like this... Right? Let me make that color that y'all can see. When you get price action like this, okay. Chiwit, appreciate the follow. So that's so we have a high. No, you know what? I'll make it even better. Okay. So we have a low. We have a high. We have a new higher low, new higher high, and then this is where the structure flips, okay? This is where the structure flips. Because we now have taken that high, taken the low that led to the high. So now we're putting in lower highs and lower lows. And then are these highs and lows relevant to this structure? Technically no, because none of them are leading to new highs or new lows. So we mark those as internal structure. Okay. Whoops. You know what? It's probably just easier if I do this. So that would be internal structure. And then we're back to highs creating new lows. And this would all be bearish structure. So like that's obviously like a really textbook example. That's a really textbook example of structure, and that makes it very easy to read. A lot of the time it's not that easy to read, but I think fundamentally knowing these principles so that you can Jack, appreciate the YouTube sub. Knowing these principles so that you know kind of when and when not to use them, that's probably the best approach. Because a lot of the times you'll get kind of goofy structural price action like ETH here, where it doesn't make any sense. As I said, it doesn't make any sense for this to be the high that we need to break to shift structure. Because at that point, like, ETH has already bounced nearly 30%, right? Can you guys see that? At that point, ETH is almost 30% up, over 30% off the lows, right? So it's like, I don't know. Strict readings of structure are usually not the play. How's the music, by the way, volume-wise? Is this MMSM? Nope. What can you say about guys who don't do technical analysis? What is he doing? Is that astrology? Yeah. Honestly, probably much the same. What's up, Abel Mags? You finally woke early to catch a whole stream. Well, I'm only going to be going for another hour and 15 minutes today. But for that to be a clean break would be a huge bounce. Exactly. The real structural high is too high. Exactly. Music good. Thank you. For me, the break structure happens with break of the blue line on top. Yeah, well, there you go. That makes sense. But do you understand how what I'm saying is that technically this high isn't actually... Technically, it's not structurally relevant because it didn't need to lead to a new low. So if you had actually taken this low, then that would be structurally relevant. And even then, it wouldn't even be that high. It'd be this high because this is the highest high. Kind of confusing sometimes. Sometimes I explain these concepts like on stream to you guys, and I realize how unintuitive they are. It's the same with English. So my girlfriend, the girl I live with, is not English isn't her first language. It's French. So sometimes I'm explaining English concepts. I'm like, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, now that I have to explain it, I realize how fucking weird English is as a language. Same with technical analysis. Oh, lots of YouTube comments here. The boys are cracking. You see me everywhere, YouTube, Twitch, even on Twitter. Yeah, yeah, we're maxing out, man. Hi, Follis. May I know what supporting indicators you use as per your experience? I pretty much don't use indicators. I use volume profiles, and maybe some VWAP and maybe some EMAs. That's about it. But 99% of my trading is not done by way of indicators. Ayahuasca, says Hologram. I don't think I've never done ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is not like... Nah, I've never done it, so please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. But I've had friends who've done it, and it's not like, oh yeah, me and my mates are gonna do some fun ayahuasca and have a great time. It's a little bit heavier than that. It's more like, oh yeah, me and my mates are gonna relive past traumas and try and overcome that deep and horrible darkness that's been gnawing at my soul for the last 7 years. You know, it's a little bit... It's not like me and the boys dropping some tabs and hitting the club. It's a little bit different. Bro, how's your trading setup? May I ask how many monitors? I already have a picture of it on Twitter, but I feel like an airplane director here. I have a main monitor, which is, I don't know how big it is. It's not huge, for sure. I don't even know, 32 inches or 35 inches, something like that. It's not big. It's definitely not 40. That's straight in front of me. Then I have two 28-inch monitors stacked vertically either side of that. I have my iPad up top, which I run Agar on. Then I usually have my phone down here on a little thing. And then my laptop, my 16-inch laptop screen is over there. So depending on if you count the phone or not, I have 5 or maybe 6 screens. So that's how you know that I'm a maximum LARP. The more screens over one you have, the more of a LARP you are. What's her name? Can we see her show her photo? You want to know my girlfriend's name and show her photo? That, yeah, sounds good, man. If you send a request to chart requests at follows.com, one of my PAs will pick it up. Lamucci, appreciate the follow. You've not done it yourself. Your two friends who went to live stranded in Central and South America and tried it once, exactly as you said, yeah. One of them had a good time, the other spent a whole night crying and had a horrible experience. So, I mean, that's the thing though, Hologram. Some people want to have that whole night crying. It's very therapeutic, you know? I spoke to a girl in Costa Rica who, she was either an assistant or some kind of counselor on one of these things. She said that they get all sorts of people. They get people whose life partners have died. They get people who have been religious for 30 years and then something happened and they lost their religion and they feel lost. Or they get like Wall Street bankers. They get guys who something happened and they've lost their confidence in their trading. They get tons of finance guys, tons of tech guys. What's my opinion on Euro USD? That's a hard one because I literally don't look at that charts ever. I don't look at forex charts. Not a forex trader. Spot on. You can take a bad trip, exactly. Single print at 68k looking juicy if we rip. You need to prepare for a week to take ayahuasca. That's actually true, don't you? You need to cleanse, something like that, and then for like 36 hours before, you can only eat like a banana. What's that app called? The trading platform. This that I'm looking at right now. This is TradingView. Flawless, only 1 hour stream. What happened? You're sad because I have things to do. People to see. You think we might take out the lows first and then break structure? Nice. Why am I not using indicators? Because I'm mostly a price action trader. I just price is my indicator, bro. Isn't that it? The more screens, the more profit. Yeah, few understand. Long H4 FVG on Biddy. I haven't even been fucking paying attention to Biddy. Oh, I see what you mean. Nah, man, I've said it before. I have a plan for Bitcoin. And that plan is lower. That plan is slightly lower. Yeah. Just a wee bit lower. As we say in the old country. Just a wee bit lower. And I'm your man. Can I look at Sol, please? Yeah, maybe. I'm potentially looking to short Sol. Just copy trade credible. You missed my old comment. I also subscribed. Where is my Pikachu? I'm not sure. If you subscribe, then you should get a Pikachu. Music is great. Thank you, Em. You guys are weird. People looking for that experience, yeah. Gary USDT. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll try and, you know what? Okay. Yeah. If it's a shitcoin, and I'll know in 5 seconds. Okay, it's a shitcoin. My brother in Christ. Oh, why? What? Well, I'm sorry. Oh, it gets better. Yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I don't mean to fud your bags, but this is... I thought that Avo was a bad looking chart. This could be the worst looking chart I've ever seen. This is just a rug. This is just a rug pull. Why do you own spot in this? Why did you buy spot on this coin? I'm not trying to sound facetious. This thing has been a rug for nearly 2 years. What's the expectation here? We do this. Accumulation, yeah. I don't know, man. Looks like a rug pull to me. R is the one. I agree. All the homies like R. Looks ready for a Friday Telegram rug group. Yeah. Yeah, cooked. Absolutely cooked. What's up, it's your boy Toes. You love Costa Rica, such a beautiful country, and the food is good. Costa Rica is the most, of all the countries I visited in Central America, Costa Rica is by far and away the most westernized. It's like, I would recommend, Costa Rica is like, if you have friends that don't really do the like, chicken bus, hostels, like, the kind of the Authentico experience, then I would say go to Costa Rica, because you can get like air conditioning, you can get fucking McDonald's, you know, you can get like the the Western experience with very good weather, you know, and nice beaches, for sure. Like I would bring my family to Costa Rica on a holiday, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't bring them to like, I probably wouldn't bring them to like Honduras or El Salvador. Those are a bit. I would go backpacking there again, but Arweave. Just fucking crazy strength. That has to be one of the best fucking entries I've ever gotten. That's just outrageous. To catch, we're up 80% on that bag. It's wild. Did I meet any sloths there? I don't. Maybe I did see one in a tree. I definitely didn't touch anything. I saw 2 snakes in a tree as well. I went to a festival and there was like just everyone's camping around. And by the way, you think fucking camping in Ireland or the UK where it's pissing rain, you think that's bad? Camping in 40 degrees Celsius heat is, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Those tents turn into microwaves. Impossible to sleep. Impossible to sleep. You need to find shade. You need to go, like, every morning at 5 a.m. I would be woken up by the sun, and I would just need to take my shit and go somewhere else to sleep, because you're not sleeping in a tent. You look at the project and you thought the future is good. I'm sorry, bro. I just don't see it. I think this is an awful looking chart. I do not think that this coin will ever recover. It's probably one of the worst looking charts I've ever seen. From the high to the low, it's down 98%. So this was the FTX collapse high. Still down 97%. It's just not. It's bad. It's bad, bro. I don't mean to fudge your bags, but... Do I have fetch? No, I don't. It's on my watch list. I don't have a bag of it, though. To be honest, that thing moves so in tandem with render. It feels like if I get fetch coin, it's just like getting more render. Maybe I'm wrong. What, in my opinion and experience, is the most important aspect of the ICT method? I'm definitely not an ICT expert. Which ones am I focusing on? None of them. I know I trade FEGs and order blocks and liquidity sweeps and stuff like that, but I've never studied ICT. I've never watched an ICT video. I've never heard him on a Twitter space before. I'm not actually. Everything I know about ICT I learned from other people. I guess I'll put it that way. Costa Rica is incredible. You travel there 3 weeks on the Pacific side. I actually did Atlantic and Pacific side. I drove around there for 3 weeks as well, actually. I have a funny story about that one as well. So when I was in Central America, basically from Guatemala all the way down to Costa Rica, I was traveling with 2 girls, Australian girl and an American girl that I met on the way. And I was with them, like we stayed in the same hostels, we partied together, we hung out all the time. And then we went to a festival in Costa Rica called Envision, and literally I was with them for a week. We were doing everything under the sun, drinking, partying, drugs, and like at the end of it I was so wrecked, because as I said, you cannot sleep in those tents. I was just so wiped. They were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go with, we met this big group of Americans down there from California. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna go with these guys, we're gonna go onto this beach. There was a place called Uvita, which is like the next town over. They're like, we're gonna go down on the beach and go to a beach party. And I was like, guys, I have to say, I can't do it anymore. I'm just too tired, I'm too old. So we actually, that night we went our separate ways. I went back to the hostel, I slept for 3 days, and then I met up with another friend and we drove around Costa Rica. He was a big surfer. So that was it. That was it. And that night, I got a text from them a few weeks later. They were like, oh yeah, we have to go home. That night, their tent got robbed and all their stuff got taken. everything that they didn't have on their person just got taken, and they had to end their trip. I was like, oh shit. Can you imagine? Because like I had everything. My whole fucking life was in my big traveling backpack, and obviously you're leaving that in the tent every day when you go party. You know, so literally with them for 6 weeks, and on the very night that we went our separate ways, they had all their stuff stolen, and my stuff would have been with theirs. I'm telling you, man, that's serendipity. That I still had another 8 weeks. Yeah, I robbed them. I was the one who did it. I still had another 8 weeks to go after that, but my trip would have been cut short if I had gotten robbed. Yo, what's up, devs? What happened to Inge, man? I have no idea. Shit looking pretty weak. Last one's in the tents, first out in the morning, supreme experience. Yeah. What's cracking? Not much. How are you? My homeboys visited, said the Airbnb had no conditioning, the food was the same price as the US. Yeah, it's so funny, man. You go to Honduras, Nicaragua, El Salvador, you will get a full plate of like rice, beans, meat, guacamole, tacos, whatever. You get a full plate of those for like $2, $2.50. And then you go to Costa Rica and that exact same plate of food is like $15. Exact same. Costa Rica is very westernized, very, very expensive. Well, same as US prices. Shingari app has 2 million subscribers and just launched new bot Solana. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, nice. Is that the app? Is that related to the project we were talking about? We've been above the gay line, but I still love me some pause. That was Maine's gay line, wasn't it? I can't remember what it was or where it was. See, CBS is looking at a long on ETH here. Yeah, I kind of like that. What do you think, boys? You're straight, veg food. Thanks, man. Thanks for letting us know. Am I much of a travel guy? Yeah, not so much the last few years. I've been much more of a settled man. But for sure in my 20s, I did a lot of traveling. Latin America heat is intense, I agree. Soy Maz, appreciate the follow, brah. Yeah, the stop loss got missed by a tick. That's how it felt, bro. Shorting Ondo to $1. No, I might long ETH here. What do we think? I saw CBS as a setup. I fucking hate these lows though, that's the thing. Nah, can't long ETH here, can't long shit here. Lower maybe. So I think CBS is getting long here. I like that setup a lot more. You don't like the lows on ETH, yeah. I don't know, man. ETH historically like hasn't swept these lows. Like it doesn't necessarily need to go for equal low liquidity to send. But I don't know, man. I think I'll just be waiting. I think I'll cope. I'll cope on the sideline. What's up, expert? CBS looking for low on ETH, yeah. Yeah. You think with all the ETH slander we front run the lows? Yeah, probably. But I don't know, man. Everyone's getting horny because ETH BTC is bouncing here. There's so many big position ETH longs on the timeline. You know they're going to be quiet when ETH drops again. Assuming it does. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm going to be smart money here. Just wait for something like this, maybe. Hopefully. Be smart money. What's up, Lawsy? What exchange is this then? What do you mean? That I'm currently charting on? This is Binance. Almost all of the charting I do on stream is on Binance Perps. Just check the website of Gary for me. Nope. You're worried now. Yeah, it doesn't look like a good chart, bro. Being a fake pump into flat weekend. Yeah, possibly. Follows, who do you think? What do you think about what Kobe said? I have no idea what Kobe said. Can you link me the tweet? Who won the Drake versus Kendrick beef in your opinion? I have not. I couldn't even describe what that is because I have no idea. I don't listen to either Drake or Kendrick's music. I couldn't even tell you what genre they're in. I believe they're rappers. But if you said that they are R&B artists, I would be like, okay. I have no idea what the beef is from. The only thing I know about that beef is that someone called Drake, rightfully so, I believe. Someone said something about inappropriate behavior with children. He was texting underage girls, I think. So don't do that. That's obviously bad. They're flamenco, yeah. I didn't realize they're dancers, but that's good to know. Guys, you think I'm older than almost all of you, and I don't listen to popular music, or I don't watch television. I live on a small island in the Atlantic Ocean, and I don't read the news. I get all my news on crypto Twitter. That's the only reason I know. Do not underestimate how out of the loop I am. Have I seen Bodkin? Oh, someone said that to me. It's like it's set in Ireland, isn't it? I have such low estimations of. Is it an American-made show set in Ireland? It's gonna be an interesting watch then. I say that with my tongue firmly in my cheek. You're waiting for the Drake Chris Hansen collab? You hate being the counterpart to CBS when he goes for those 20-hour terrifying swings. What's up, Lala? Certified pedo. Small island in the Atlantic sounds amazing. I think we both live on small islands. Oh no, wait, you're in Spain, aren't you, Mark? Or I don't know if you're still in Spain. Have you guys seen our Lala Jonesy? Our weave. Casual 80% in 2 weeks. It's pretty solid, to be honest. Quick season, good mystery. Okay, I'll give it a watch. See, I have trouble watching Our Clear Skies Ahead, yeah. I watching American-made shows set in Ireland is always so hard for me. I'll put it that way. You're also on the small island. Oh yeah. Well, no, we're not on the same small island, I believe. You're surprised by the lows. You're watching on the spot. Okay. We need to do an age poll. Lee. Did I watch Baby Reindeer? No, my girlfriend wants to watch it though. Who watches TV or news anymore? That's the thing, right? Once you get into crypto every day, everything seems pale in comparison. What island? If you just email chart requests at follows.com, I'll give you my postcode. Spain is so beautiful. I will go someday. I don't honestly. If you're banking on making money with that Gary spot buy, I'm not so sure. Speaking of Irish shows, you have to watch Dairy Girls. Yeah, I've heard good things. Probably not my style of humor. Burger's gonna wake up in max paid. I'm gonna be logged off by then. You're from Spain, come all here. Casual zero drawdown, hour spot long. Yeah, we were underwater for about 7 minutes. And this is a lot. We actually took this live on the stream on Wednesday. This is the very first thing I did on Wednesday's stream. I transferred money to Bybit so I could buy our spot. And we're up 80%. You don't care how much money I make, I will be watching anime till I'm old and gray. I would love to have that, man. I fell out of anime, like, basically once I hit 30. I watched a ton of anime in my 20s. Like, I watched a shit ton. My anime list was just fucking new shows every week. And I read a lot of manga as well, and nothing. Zero in the last, like, 3 years. And I tried, so when Pluto came out on Netflix, I tried watching it. I was like, oh, okay, here we go. This is an acclaimed anime. Should be a good one. I got 4 episodes in. I just dropped it. I just couldn't do it anymore. I don't know, man. Something changed in my head. The last anime I enjoyed, and I didn't even finish it. I watched like 8 episodes. I never finished it. Is the Cyberpunk one. That was good. Holy shit! I thought you were 25. I get that a lot. I'm glad to hear it. Those are the comments I like to get. So Fall is stuck with a big inch spot position from $30. Do you think I should hold it or close in a loss? Yeah. I don't know, man. Let me just quickly... just quickly do this, and this, and then this. Okay. You guys remember I was really hoping for... I actually longed Inge. Ended up closing in a loss. Probably the same as you. I was long from 27. Ended up closing in a loss. I've not touched it since then. I don't know, man. The chances that we eventually get back above 30 are pretty high, but it's like, what if this is just one of those projects that just fizzles out? You also have to factor in opportunity costs when it comes to these coins. It's like, you know, opportunity cost is like, if you have $1 and you can only buy an apple or an orange, if you buy the apple, the opportunity cost is the orange, right? I remember that from fucking business class when I was like, we were old for that lesson when I was like 15. It's like such a classic bearish PO3 here. It's like PCSN on the daily. The opportunity cost, if you hold a spot bag that, you know, you're underwater for 2 years and then it gets back to break even and you close it, like, there's a massive opportunity cost there, especially if we're in a bull market, which is, well, obviously that spot could have been used elsewhere, right? Oh, down bad. Can I get, there we go, that's better. So we had from the lows, yeah. There you go, that's your PCSN, boys. PCSN is the ABC portion of Cypher Shark Harmonics. It's all connected, bro. You should watch my, I spoke about that briefly on the clip I posted to Twitter yesterday. I was saying so many different disciplines of technical analysis are just looking for the same thing. Just have different names for it. Check out Ondo, R, and API 3. Just spent 10 minutes looking at Ondo. Sorry, looking at R. I know you got big bags on 2 of them. I only have a big bag on R. And it's not even a big bag. It's half of what my normal spot allocation is. Down bad. I am Duke Dennis age, bro. Is Unk Follows. Dog, you're a vampire. You look 23. Love to hear that, man. Add another 10 years to that. You're turning like me, even in 20s. Yeah, with the anime thing, yeah, it's kind of down. I feel a little bit down bad, not gonna lie. On a small island printing money, good life, yeah. Take it easy, veg food. Have a good stream, bro. Holding for long term. I wouldn't, personally. I think it's a bad looking chart. What's R about? It's Arweave. It's I believe it's a storage coin, similar to Filecoin and Storage and Sia coin. Yeah, thank you for that, Tony. Render looks a bit bad. Hopefully NVIDIA earnings can help the big boy. Yeah, but I mean it's up so big, you know, in the last 6 months. Cooling off. Inge will have more of those big man runs we got last year. Yeah, eventually, I think. What's up, Aku Gems? I'm good. How are you, bro? Little question. I'm curious. You manage your spot buy the same as you will for a long trade, or are you less strict? I'm not sure what you mean exactly. I don't manage any of my spot, really. I just buy and hold. Those are almost all time-based sells. What's up, baby boss? Happy Friday. I seem awake today. I got like 14 hours sleep last night. That's not a joke. 14 hours. Count them, boys. That's 12 and 2. You lost a friend due to anime. Damn bad. He watched the One Piece anime 4 times. Probably into more adult manga. I'm not sure why, given the proliferation of material available on the internet, I'm not sure why you would buy an adult manga. You're going to eat? Take it easy, Nikaisu. But if you can, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Aku Gems. I don't do a huge amount of spot management. I just buy and sell when things are frothy. This is my first. I was around in 2021, but I didn't make any money. I panic sold. I FOMO bought. I wasn't. This is my first cycle as a trader, quote unquote trader, someone who quote unquote knows what they're doing. And I'm saying all of that with my tongue right against the inside of my cheek. JTO is a short candidate when the Sol Eco starts to slow down. Yeah, I bet. One Piece is goated. I won't let anyone talk shit about it. My mate, who's big into anime, watched the whole, like, the original anime. There's like, isn't there thousands of episodes? Who is Duke Dennis? Who is Duke Dennis? Who is Duke Dennis? He's on YouTube. Okay. His basketball content has racked up more than 160 million views. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. So I'm his age. $1,104 episodes. Yeah, there you go. Kind of wild. But yeah, this is PCSN. I know hindsight is always 2020. I'm not claiming I saw this in advance, but if you want to know more about that, use the PCSN command. In Twitch. Peak fiction? Yeah, I bet. What do I think of the HNT chart? I haven't looked at it on. I don't think I've ever looked at it actually. HNT. Oh, helium. I was about to say this isn't helium, is it? I looked at this before. I haven't looked at it in a while though. It looks exactly like Inge. It looks exactly like Inge. Alright. The old triple box. Oh, Inge is still fucking flying. Sorry, ETH is still flying. This was actually my plan on ETH for a long time. Was to gig along 2.8k. Get rid of all this shit. Yeah. Bro, some of these lines, I'm like, where are these coming from? Yeah, I don't know. I don't like longing ETH here. It feels too top longy to me. I'm not saying that I necessarily will wait for... Because at this point, looking for a 10% drop on ETH is a bit... The market would have to do some serious moving to the downside to get that. But like... My plan on BTC, so BTC's trading at just about 66k right now. I think expecting something like this or getting something like this, right? Like I don't think that's crazy at all on BTC, right? To get something like that. And if we get that, like that's a fucking that would be a 5%, 6% drop on BTC. ETH will definitely drop 10%. Well, never say definitely on anything, but... So I don't think it's unreasonable to wait for an entry that will make me more comfortable. Because longing when you have all these lows is like... I don't know. It makes my skin itchy, you know what I mean? POC is up there. You used Teal Street the day before and your stop loss didn't work. Oh shit, sorry to hear that. Now I've been using Teal Street for a long time, a year and a half, and I've never had issues with stop loss. Would you, Mr. Velvet, have you asked the team about it? Are you in the Teal Street Discord? Can you, you're in Chroma, right? If you just write me in Chroma, just let me know exactly what happened. I can reach out to the team, see what's up. It's your first time using Teal Street, so you blame yourself. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe it was user error, but it'd be nice to know for certain. Like Teal Street, let's go in. So like, let's say you're opening. This is BTC. Yeah. Say you're opening a long here. I'll even pull this out of the way. So did you drag, like this is your position, did you drag your stop loss like that? And was your stop loss a market stop? Because you can put in limit stops as well. So you did that and it didn't trigger? Yeah, as I said, I'm not sure what that was. I've never had any issues with stop losses on Teal Street. Are you sure it wasn't a stop limit? The BTC 67.2 high is bad high. Yeah, I agree. My bad, not clear. Point was more about, do you put your buy order for spot holdings as the same level you put a long trade order? Do you just DCA when it's in the accumulation phase? The first one, at the moment at least. But it depends. I like, there are certain spot, like Render, for instance. I just bought that because it seemed like it was at a potential low. Like I didn't like set my orders and wait for the perfect entry. But for other spot buys, I have done that. Yeah, PTSD. Yeah, that's understandable. Will you hit me up in the server though, and we'll try and figure out what that was. Attack on Titan is good. Yeah, I watched that as well. That was one of the last ones I watched. But that was like 3-4 years ago. Holding for now that inch position as well. And I have other spot in profit. Nice. If we go up from here, inch should revisit, at least break even. Might pick up some more buys. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. If you watched Attack on Titan years ago, then you didn't finish the series. No, I never watched. So season, what was the last season? Was it 3 or was it 4? It came out in 2 halves, right? I watched the first half and that was it. But for some reason I know how it ends. I think I just read how it ends. It's kind of sad. You were supposed to be on a UK trip. How come you're streaming? I'm leaving on Sunday. Yesterday night I shorted the bottom on ETH, at least with small risk. Next week, no streams, yeah. ETH flying, yeah. Good for my spot bags, for sure. Am I into cars and shit? I'm not into cars and shit, unfortunately. Take it easy, hologram. Have a good weekend, bro. The algorithm will show me Duke Dennis content now that you said his name. Quick update on the challenge account, actually. So we're at 5.9k, as I mentioned. Could be way higher if I just held that near long, but it is what it is. What it is, what it is. I'd be up like $1,000 more if I just held near. Down tremendous. I don't even want to look at. Yeah, this is the near long I took. Just horrible. I PTSD from this chart. PTSD. Everything looks so good, and then Ina. You opened an ETH long yesterday before sleep. Let it ride. Let's go, bro. Yeah, what I fucking hate about the ETH thing is everyone's so quiet on it and just shit posting it, and then every time ETH BTC bounces, they're like, well, you know, according to my thesis, I've been analyzing it and I knew it was gonna bounce and I knew that ETH was gonna outperform, and you know, and then it fucking drops again and everyone's zip silent. So I don't know. Let's see some actual sustained upside on ETH BTC. Let's see it break some structure. Let's see it reclaim the range, because I'm pretty sure we're not even. Oh yeah, well, let me finish. I'm pretty sure we haven't even reclaimed the range yet. I'll look at that in a sec. So this is our current this is our current equity curve. It looks a bit dodgy. Some dipperoonies in there. But it's okay. It could be worse, for sure. Almost at an all-time high. All-time high was just shy of 6k. So we're about 100 down from all-time high. All-time high in the 2 weeks we've been trading on this. Remember 2021, people were calling for ETH 40k. Yeah, ETH flipping BTC. I remember. I remember that. Am I in any spot underwater? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Lens. My lens bag is down 50%. And my vortex bag is down 40%. And I think Ordi is down a little bit. Or close to break even. What's Ordi on? Yeah, my Ordi bag is down a few percent. And my rune bag is down a few percent. But let's just call those, let's do some creative accounting and call those basically break even. Yeah, rune is down like a couple of percent, right? Not even, less than 1%. We got in way too early on that one. I literally bought rune here. And I was like, all right, boys, another great spot buy. We're up 12%. I was like, oh yeah, we're up fucking 12% on this bag. And then 2 weeks later, it was down 40%. And I was like, yeah, probably got in a little bit too early here. We're back. We're basically back to break even now. Less than a percent away from break even. Happy days. I just think rune to $20 is gonna happen. Rune to $20 or market is wrong. Or maybe this is just one massive head and shoulders, right? Maybe your boy is wrong. Not trading on the prop account. I am. Ultimately, TRB came in clutch. Yeah, it did. Yeah, the prop account is here. This is the prop account. Bez, appreciate the follow. I want to make this a little bit better looking. I don't know how good that actually looks, but maybe we do something like this. Yeah, that's okay, right? I think that's exactly how we had it before, so we haven't changed much. I need to create a new scene instead of using the same one I use for Teal Street. I need to create a new scene like I have for Trading View. And you get that nice transition every time I switch into it. Yeah, phase 2 now. So we're back to 100k. I have to make 108k this time, 8%. So definitely harder. But like, it's just one good trade. You know what I mean? That's just one good trade. The thing about where I took that last trade, so we can't get the new UI quick enough. So I took the last trade. Oh, I can't even draw on this chart. But this was my entry here. It was underwater for a bit, and then we closed that around up here. So that's just one fucking trade, man. 5k. Two trades like that, and we're golden. But the beautiful thing about this trade was that I had tons of confluence for a long. The next area where I have tons of confidence for long is like 63.5k, so probably no BTC swings on this for me until we get that level. Or maybe we trade higher and I see something that I want to short, but for sure the next high probability long for me, there's no high probability longs for me up here, unfortunately. Next high probability long for me is 63.5. TRB max bid. I haven't even looked at what it's doing today. 8% on phase 2, yeah, exactly. All in on Gary. TRB Maxi, yeah, man. Am I done with phase 2? No, I haven't even started it yet. No confidence, you just gotta get Rose to call on BTC. Rose couldn't move BTC. Pretty sure. BTC is too liquid to... Like, the only people... Like, Sailor can't even really move BTC. He moves it, but it doesn't... It's not always bullish movement. Like, I'm trying to think, like, who can move BTC? Like, Elon Musk can move BTC. Yeah, Elon can, exactly. But, like, beyond that, the list is vanishingly thin. Like, of course, Gary can move it, but that's more of a SEC thing. I guess Larry Fink. Yeah, BlackRock, exactly. Larry Fink. But like, not... I'm just talking about just in terms of mentioning something, you know, on camera. Or tweeting something. The list is pretty small. Why did I get an ad for your stream? Because I'm a Twitch partner and that just fucking happens, unfortunately. I have all of my ad sliders on 0. Take my word for that. I get 0 ad revenue. I cannot reduce the ads anymore. If you're not a sub, I believe you get a 30-second ad or a 20-second ad to start the stream. And it's annoying. But that's the price you pay for getting the partner algorithm. They can all move BTC through news FUD, but hard to move through volume like Rose does with the shitters, yeah. What do I think about Alvaro protocol? Never heard of it. Put ads on 22.5 minutes per hour. 3 minutes of commercials every 8 minutes. Yeah, I should do that, shouldn't I? Price we pay to see this big head is an ad at the start, exactly. You and Kimba are the most watched streamers on CT. That's not remotely true, but I appreciate the the I don't know, overestimation of my talents. Kimba, yes, but I believe Mule Skinner is higher. CBS is higher. Bear, what's his name? Bare Naked Crypto is higher. Yeah. Will I take any live action today? Well, I'm only streaming for another like 20 minutes, so probably not. Toro, I don't know who he is. Oh, Toro's crypto? Luke? Forgot Crypto Banter. Yeah, exactly. But they stream on, I think Buddy said, oh, he said CT. Yeah, Crypto Banter are higher, obviously. Luke from Toro. He doesn't get massive numbers, though, does he? Kimba banned me for not writing in his chat. What's up, Donkey Serrano? Sato is higher. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Then you got the Korean streamers. They're next level. Crypto Banter's audience ranges from 15 to 21. Age-wise or numbers-wise? No 13. Ah, appreciate the follow. Age-wise. What makes you start trading? Did I have a full-time job at the same time I was learning? Crazy the progress I made in a few years. Thank you, Aku. Let me answer that. So what made me start trading was a buddy of mine got into stock trading. And he was like, he made good money. Beginner's luck, probably. And I was like, hey, I had always had in my head that I wanted to try it. I was like, yeah, stock trading sounds funny. So fun. So I started stock trading. And my very first month of stock trading, I only lost money, of course. But I joined. Does anyone remember this? This is some deep lore for you guys. Does anyone remember Atlas Trading? They were in the news last year because the SEC went after them. They were fined like $100 million. And I think the 2 founders might have been arrested. Yeah, Ali. Yeah. So my first month in trading, I was trading stocks. I set up a... What's the European stock trading app? Digiro, or Digiro, however you pronounce that. I set up an account. I put like, I don't know, 5,000 euros into it, and I lost like 10% very quickly. That was 2021. How long have I been trading? For 3 years. But I've only been knowing what I'm doing for about 2 years. Oh, their charges were dropped. They're back to shilling stocks. No way. That's crazy. The case against them lost. I didn't realize that. That's fucking wild. But anyway, I was in their group. I was in their Discord, and they would just post. They would post like what's the equivalent of shitcoins, penny stocks or whatever. And those things would fucking fly, and I would buy, of course, and then you just get dumped on. I was like, and of course I didn't understand. I was like, why am I losing money all the time? And everyone's posting that everything's flying, you know. And I was like, why am I losing money? And I was like, maybe stocks isn't the one for me. So I flipped from stocks to crypto. That was like basically exactly 3 years ago. And for the first year, I had no fucking clue what I was doing. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you make from trading on average? If you just email chart requests at follows.com, my PA will get back to you with an exact figure. Tax returns for the year 2023 available for you. You came from de jure also. To escape the pump and you join crypto, yeah. Do I remember TNXP? Nah, man. I remember Wood was one. I remember Palantir. I don't remember any others. There was some that my mates got really good. Yeah, IRS agent. But so I left stocks. I got into crypto, and my first year I just bled money. I got so comfortable with losing huge amounts of money. I lost like 50K that first year. And then that summer, you guys have heard this story before. That summer I was down bad. I was down 50K, lost so much. It was like a big chunk of my net worth at the time. Like 70% basically. And because I'd only been working as a lawyer for less than a year. So I qualified as a lawyer in 2021. Is that true? No, 2020. Yeah, I qualified as a lawyer in 2020, and I left law forever in 2022. So 10 years of law school, fucking getting my undergrad, getting my master's, getting my qualification, working as a paralegal, and then eventually working as an associate. And yeah, man, fucking worked for 14 months and then fucking left. Just got out of there. But yeah, I basically like sat down with my girlfriend at the end of the summer 2021. I was like, this is how much I've lost. And we basically just said like, well, two options here. You either get better and keep going, or you fucking give up. And I was like, well, can't give up. So that's basically what it came down to. And I grinded my ass off as this motivational music kicks in. Grinded my ass off, and basically that was the end of the summer. By the following spring, so by like April, May, I was turning enough profit regularly that I was like, okay, I can probably, yeah, the music timing, I can probably reach for the stars. Nah, I was doing enough basically regularly that I was kind of like, yeah, maybe I could turn this into a full-time gig. And stuff at work was going so badly. I was so focused on trading. I was fucking every day on my lunch break, during work hours, like after work, I was just doing trading, like reading articles, fucking watching videos. So my head wasn't in, and like law, like it's a fucking investment fund law. Right? So it's not like, you can't really half-ass investment fund law. You can't really turn up and do 50%. The timing makes the speech seem so scammy, yeah. You can't really do 50% in fund law, so that was basically it. So I just handed in my notice and I bounced. That was exactly 2 years ago. So I've been full-time trading for 2 years. You don't get out tax works, you and me both, brother. Am I Andrew Tate? Yeah, exactly. Join my university.com. You worked real estate for 3 years in your open office. Stocks. Oh, so you quit real estate. Yeah, I have a few buddies in real estate. The scammy speeches. I clicked into, I've never really watched his content, but I clicked into one. I saw, literally scrolling through my newsfeed, and I saw one, and the thumbnail was him playing chess. I was like, oh, I fucking love chess. So I clicked in. I was like, oh, this could be interesting. Maybe my opinions on Andrew Tate were wrong. Like, he's obviously into chess. And it was like, when you're a king, you don't surround yourself with pawns. You surround yourself with bishops. And I was like, what? And like the chessboard, he had like a king piece surrounded by bishops, and I was like, what? Stop. And I don't know, I didn't see anything. There was nothing really. He was some very bad analogies. The bishops, and like he was showing his homies, and he was like, the bishops are the guys that lift up their king. I was like, what? What? Does trading full time not make you screw up? Your psychology would be horrible if you had to pay the bills from trading. Yeah, but you get side hustles. That's the thing, man. You know, and I'm gonna be fucking honest with you guys. I have partnerships with Woo, Breakout, Teal Street. I run a Discord, which, you know, that takes a lot of fucking work, right? That's my full-time job, is running Chrome. Anyone in the server knows how much time I'm putting into that thing. But the flip side of that is semi-regular income, right? So I don't think it's hard, if you get into trading full-time, I don't think it's hard to have a trading-related or crypto-related side hustle. Like, if you're a full-time crypto trader, there's nothing stopping you from like getting some kind of, even if it's like a remote work 3-day-a-week Web3 job, you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean that you're like a wage cook 9 to 5 every day turning up in your suit, right? You can get stuff you can get a job that's like fully run through fucking Discord, right? You're just hanging out in Discord every day anyway, you know? Trading since May 22, wasn't that the Do Kwon nuke? Yeah, probably around then, wasn't it? You run 2 businesses on trading income and it's hard psychologically. Yeah, man, I imagine. Oh, what's up, Tony? The name never clicks. Is Jethro? Yeah, the FTX nuke was later in the year, but yeah. What clicked for me or gave you the confidence to keep going after losing that 50K? Nothing clicked, man. I'm just a stubborn asshole. That's it. I'm just a stubborn dickhead. I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't let it beat me. That's basically it. It's not good advice, probably, but... Salam, Crypto Joker. What's up, brother? What is up, brother? Your motivation went up from 100% to 150%. Love to hear it. Andrew Tate takes crypto tips from Foss. He does not need any crypto tips from me. He does not need any crypto tips from me. No, but for sure, the first thing I did, Jeffy, to answer your questions, to answer your question better, risk management, man. I was taking all these trades. I was losing like $2,000-$3,000 per trade, $5,000 per trade. I did not have that money to burn. And I was just, my account was going, my trading account went from like, whatever it was at the start, like 60K, and then I would just lose like 5K on a trade. I would lose like 3K on a trade. I would lose like 2K, and then, then it'd be 50K, and I would be like, okay, it would be like 50K and 500, and I would take 500 out, and I would be like, okay, 50K, today I'm starting 50K, okay, brand new account. And then it would be the exact same shit again, man. I would just I would lose this much money exactly the same again. And then I'd be on 40K. I'd be on like 40.2K. And I would just TP that 2K, and I'd be like, okay, 40K, brand new account, starting fresh eyes, fresh mind. And I would just fucking do that again. I did that all the way down to 10K. I was sub 10K at one point. Everything I earned from being a fucking lawyer, just gone. So I think the first thing I needed to do was manage my risk better. Size down, manage risk. Especially while you're learning. Like, everyone pays the tuition fee, but that tuition fee doesn't need to be like a fucking chunk of your net worth. You know what I always say to people? Put $50 or $100 or $1,000 or $5,000, whatever it is. Put a money that's small to you in an account and trade that fucker take a huge volume of trades on that thing. I'm not saying necessarily overtrade, but trade all the setups that you can find. just keep trading and keep trading, and that account's probably going to run into the ground, right? But that's fine, because the value of the trading experience you've gotten from running that account into the ground will be way, way worth it. Like, if you have 50K in the bank, then $100 is not much to you, right? Put $100 into an account, risk $1 per trade, and fucking trade on that account. And at worst, you'll lose it in 100 trades. That's the worst possible outcome. But the flip side of that is you have 100 trades of back-tested data. You have 100 losses, 100 things, 100 trades to learn from, and it only costs you 100 quid, right? You learned risk management from Crypto King, yeah. 60 minus 5 minus 3 minus 2, my man. It was minus 3. This is a 3, my man. It's not a very good 3, but this was a 3. 5 and 3 and 2 is, in fact, 10. Arisal with the sub. Let's go, brother. Thank you for the sub. We love the subs. That's actually big advice. Yeah, I always recommend not to do paper trading, because you need to learn. Part of learning how to trade is learning what it feels like to lose money. Like learning what it feels like to have money on the line, to be risking actual money. And that doesn't need to be a lot for you to feel that, but you need to feel that, and you can't feel that reliably with paper trading, I think. You hope chat real close to what the reality of trading actually is, and not an illusion gotten from following CT. Yeah, man. Just don't get gambling addicted like you are, Tony. You are gambling addicted. It is a sus 3. I agree. Trade tier B, your motivation will go from 150% to do you like Coke with your fries? That's your downfall? Yeah. I don't know, man. I think if you manage your risk, Tony, you'd be such a fucking GOAT trader. But the thing is, if you not consistently, but if you're at high risk of blowing up, right? You can, like, let's say the normal risk, let's say you're taking high probability setups where the chances of getting blown up, right, are only like 5%, okay? Now, I don't know what the maths are. Someone do, what's 95? No, let's just do 10%, that's easier. So you have a 90% chance that your trade will work out, right? So the chances that 2 trades is 81. It's 90 by 90. And the chances that 3 trades will work out is 90 by 90 by 90. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Probably 72 or 73. And so on and so forth, until after, like, it doesn't even take 5 or 6 trades before it's already, the chances that you will have blown up once are already greater than 50%, you know? So I don't know, man, it's such a cliche. It's one of those things I think you really, like, you kind of forget it at the start. Like when people say you have to be a risk manager first and a trader second. At the start, you're like, I don't fucking need that. I don't, you know, I'm just gonna I'm not gonna be one of those traders who takes L's and blah, blah, blah. But actually, I think you come around to that fact more and more and more. That it's actually so fucking true. You have a 90% hit rate in specific conditions. Yeah, but that's the thing, man. If you have a 90% win rate on specific conditions, that's fine. That's fine until you hit that 10%, right? And as I said, if you're taking, I think you only need to get to 5 or 6 trades with a 90% win rate before it becomes statistically likely that you will hit on that 10%. So, Ricky, yeah, starting early, and I gotta jump off in 10 minutes. Is it 10 minutes? It might even be, sorry, let me just double check that. Oh, yeah, I gotta jump off in 10 because I have an appointment. Shorted Soul, what do you think? Yeah, I like that Credible is Short Soul here. You can relate to that, says Grant. You lost tenths of thousands like that when you began, yeah, man. Many such cases. Many such cases. What do you think of 20 pips challenge? I have no idea what the 20 pips challenge is. Sounds like a Forex thing, no? I like Sol on the high time frame, as I said many times before. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I don't really see the bear case here. Maybe that. I don't know. If Craig is short, then he's obviously seeing something. When Muro versus Flawless boxing fight, set it up. I need it to happen. I don't need it to happen, but I think that'd be I genuinely would be up for it. It'd be good, laugh. Training for something like that would be a lot of fun. I know you're being sarcastic, but I have normie friends been doing soul shooters and made over 2k soul, started with 5 soul. Wow. Yeah, but they got in on that. What was that coin that you mentioned before? Supporting a fight, Tony versus Tony? Yeah, Battle of the Tony. Battle of the Tonys. Put your money into Tramp and retire. Sushi to 5, yeah. Boxing training streams. I'll release a montage. Montage me like whacking a fucking boxing bag, like motivational music in the background. How is Sui doing? Someone said the other day that Sui below $1 is the most obvious buy in the world. I don't know, it looks super fucking toppy. It's not great when your coin is down 59, 50% from the high. Sui. Is it not Sui? I actually longed this at some point, I believe. Didn't we long here? I can't remember. Oh no, I'm thinking of Say. I longed Say on stream. I haven't traded Sui in a while. Oh, you know what? I remember. I had a short on Sui. Yeah, it's so sickening looking back at it now. I shorted Sui here. Does anyone remember that? For the unlocks. And I caught this move. And I got knocked out break even. Price ran and then proceeded to dump 50%. That's why I knew. The token unlock. But I think the token unlock for me was here, I believe. And actually it was it was one of those bullish token unlocks. It was a sell the news event. Crypto Bullet said that. I don't know who Crypto Bullet is. I think it was CJ who said it for me. CJ the Stormtrooper. If you guys know him. Oh yeah, I wanted to look at a quick look at ETH BTC. Yeah, man, it's so funny. It's still this is the messiest chart I own, by the way. Oh, the cope is real, boys. The cope is real. I'm not even sure how I'm going to chart this or how I'm going to clean this up. Probably not one for this stream. Cope. Cope is real. Suffice to say that, I don't know. People got very horny when ETH did this bounce and it retraced the whole thing. People are getting very horny on ETH being up 3%, ETH BTC being up 3%. How do you select the coins to do TA on? A lot of different ways. People shouting tickers in the chat. You believe the protocol is good or even better than Solana? What is that? Oh, Sui. Am I still spot long on Vortex? Yes, I am. Oh, that's Crypto Bullet? Nico? I think I do know this guy. Oh, maybe I'm not thinking of the right guy. This guy has 100,000 followers. I was thinking of a guy who had a lower following count. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I'll tidy up this chart and post it to Twitter later. But I don't know. It doesn't look good. Big fucking multi-year downtrend. I mean, we're ranging, sure, but just sustain weakness like that. You really want to see this before you start getting horny. Bought Savim earlier. Didn't Savim fucking rug? Or didn't the whole thing drop like after it was shilled? Yeah. So I remember Savin getting shilled when it was like above $10. So many influencers were talking about it. Just down 70%. It was a scam. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Why did you buy it, Lamucci? Shillers got exposed. Did they? Do you have a link? Because there was a few of my homies were, well, guys that I know in the space were shilling it. And I was like, really? Et tu, Brute? Jasmine, I gotta hop off in 1 minute. So if you remind me, Mitchell M, or is there anything I can do? I literally gotta jump in a minute. It's a nice chart as well. I kind of want to chart it. You know what? Mitchell M, get me next stream. I will give you a free chart markup request. Remind me of this moment. Because I actually want to chart this. It's kind of clean. Yeah. It's an interesting chart. Ranging at the top of an impulsive move like that. So I have a bit to say about this one. But I literally gotta bounce right now. Alright, boys, that's it for today's short stream because I have to run. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'm not streaming next week because I gotta fix this chart. It's really annoying. Really annoying and not very useful. And not centered. Also annoying. I'm not streaming next week. I'm not around, so yeah, take it easy. I will be back with the regular streams Monday week, so in 10 days. But yeah, until then, boys, stay safe. Market's in a really interesting place right now, like super interesting. It's a good time. You'll miss the streams. I'll miss streaming as well. I'll still be around Twitter and Discord. Yeah, I gotta wait 10 days. Down bad. Down bad. Take it easy, Moe. Take it easy, Nico. Thanks to Bitmark. Thanks, experts. Thanks, Strelomka. Thanks, Ivans. May the markets be good to you as well, the Bitmark. And shout out Tony as well, mod extraordinaire. She even dropped in. She even got in early. Unexpected early stream, and she got in. So shout out Tony, mod extraordinaire. Yeah, take it easy, Strelomka. Take it easy, Scipio. Yeah, I'll still be around. I'll still be on Twitter and Discord. Just won't be streaming, but back to regular scheduling. So thank you everyone who joined on YouTube, Twitter, and of course Twitch. Take it easy, devs. Take it easy, unknown. Yeah, take it easy, Grant. All right, boys. Yeah, thanks, Able Mags. Catch you later. Peace out, Girl Scouts. I will see you not next week. I'll see you the following week. Until then, stay safe. Peace out. Bye-bye.